We're now joined by Carolyn Welsh, President and CEO of New Jersey Sharing Network. Carolyn, good to see you.
Good to see you, Steve.
We also want to thank our good friend Joe Roth, who for many years was your predecessor at the Sharing Network, and we've been involved in a long-time public awareness effort around organ and tissue donation. Carolyn, as we are in the spring, moving into 2023, this will be seen a little bit after we're taping, where are we right now when it comes to organ and tissue donation?
So what we like to say is Jersey generosity is knocking it out of the park right now. So in New Jersey right now, we are having an amazing year, saving more lives than ever before. We ended 2022 with a record year, a 21% increase in organ donors and an increase in organs transplanted. And then in 2023, we're actually doing even better than 22.
So as we put up the website right now, Jackie Chicarico, my colleague, and I are actually going to be at the 5K, which is a walk, run, and there'll be people who have received the gift of life, whose family members have given the gift of life to others. It seems obvious, but it's called the gift of life. Talk about that, Caroline.
Yeah. So one organ donor can save up to 8 lives, and one tissue donor can enhance the lives of 75 people. So when someone passes away, they have the opportunity to say yes and give the generous and precious gift of life to someone else to give them a second chance to live.
So again, as the website's up for the Sharing Network, find out more if you want to consider being an organ donor. And there's so much other important information there. I want to try this. I'm curious about this. We've asked in previous segments that we've done, Carolyn, we've talked about the misconceptions, the misperceptions, or the perception, if you will, of what organ donation is about. What confusion still exists in your mind that we need to clear up?
So I think coming off of the last couple of years and healthcare in general and hospitals and visitors allowed in hospitals or not, it has changed a little bit of the dynamic with organ donation. And what our role is to facilitate the gift. And what that means is that when someone's loved one passes away, we go to the hospital. We're a separate organization. So the team that's taking care of you in the hospital are separate from New Jersey Sharing Network. We come to the hospital at the time of someone's death, and we support the family to be able to make the decision for their loved one if their loved one did not make the decision themselves. So it's the myth, I think, a misconception piece about, are you not going to be cared for in the hospital? We are a separate organization that comes in at the time to offer this unique opportunity, because not everyone can be an organ donor. So it's a very unique and specific way when someone is approached for organ donation that they can give the gift of life.
I'm going to ask about COVID, but I want to also disclose that Carolyn is a trustee of the Caucus Educational Corporation of our board. Carolyn, let me ask you this. The 3 years plus into the COVID pandemic, the most significant impact from your perspective in terms of the work, not just of your organization, but on the whole question of organ donation has been what?
So we never stopped. I think organ donation, in a strange way, was prepared for something like that, because what we deal with every day is not something that's planned. So COVID wasn't planned. So organ donation is not planned. No one sends their loved one off that day in the morning and think that they're not going to return. So everything that we routinely did up to that point, I think, prepared us to be the best we could during the pandemic. Pivot, right? We've talked about that before. Bob and weave, we talked about, changing your way. Our job was to say, how are we going to transplant and save people's lives? Not can we do it? How are we going to make this happen? So that's really, I think, we prepared as best as we could and took on the challenges head on, and we saved more people's lives than ever before.
I'm going to let everybody know there are a couple of dates, and this may be seen after in repeats, but May 20th, Saturday, May 20th, 2023 in Ocean Grove. What's happening there? That's a Celebration of Life 5K there, and also on June 11th in New Providence, where the headquarters is of the Sharing Network. That's the 5K that I was saying that Jackie Chicarico and I will be there interviewing people who are so connected to this movement. What's happening in Ocean Grove?
So Ocean Grove is our first time in Ocean Grove. We're very excited for Ocean Grove to accept us and accept them into the Sharing Network family. So we moved our site for the Monmouth County area to Ocean Grove. So May 20th, we kick it off. It's a large 5K where donor families, recipients, those that are waiting and anyone that is really an advocate for donation come together to bring awareness so that we can continue to share the message of this life-saving gift.
Okay, there are two other items. One is talk about the initiative hashtag donation needs diversity. This issue is an issue we've covered before.
Yes.
The problem, the challenge, the opportunity, if you will, in the minority community is huge in this regard. There's an issue there. Please talk about it, Carolyn.
Yes. So multicultural communities, we live in New Jersey. It's why we all stay. We love it. The multicultural communities that we serve in New Jersey are impacted by donation and transplant. So our job is to take the message to the communities that need it the most and make sure that we're bringing information to them in a way that they can accept it, feel comfortable, and then share it with their loved ones so that if they were ever in the unique opportunity to say yes to donation, they can and they feel comfortable doing that. But also set the awareness about with disease and illnesses that would lead to transplant, that they know the resources that they can get to in New Jersey at our transplant centers.
Final question on this. We talked about the fact that this is a long-time public awareness effort that we've been involved in, supported by the Sharing Network. How can people, if they choose to, if they want to, or they're curious about signing up, my license says what it says and makes it clear that I'm an organ donor.
Yes.
How else can people, is that the easiest way?
So I would say that most people feel the easiest way is to go to our website, www.njsharingnetwork.org, and you can register on our website. It takes you to the National Donate Life Registry, so that no matter where you live, that registry can be accessed, as opposed to motor vehicles where you're in New Jersey and it would be a New Jersey registry. So that for us is what we share and say, go to the website, sign up to be an organ donor there. And the biggest message is to do that, but to share your decision with your family. Talk to your family about what your wishes are and what you would like to do. No one wants to be in a situation where they learn something new about their loved one at the time of their death. So share your decision, share this life-saving gift, and share with your family that you want to be an organ donor.
That's Carolyn Welch, the new, as we speak, President and CEO of New Jersey Sharing Network. Carolyn, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. We'll be right back.
I'm very grateful that I'm still here.
That's me and my donor when we went to celebrate our first anniversary.
With a new kidney, I have strength.
They gave me a new lease on life.
I'm still going everywhere and exploring new places.
Nobody thought I was going to be here. Nobody.
And I look forward to getting older with my wife. That's possible now.
We're transforming lives through innovative kidney treatments, living donor programs, and world-renowned care at 2 of New Jersey's premier hospitals.
They gave me my normal life back. It's a blessing.
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Also brought to you by the Turrell Fund, supporting Reimagine Childcare. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. MD Advantage Insurance Company. The Russell Berry Foundation, making a difference. NJM Insurance Group, serving New Jersey's drivers, homeowners, and business owners for more than 100 years. Prudential Financial. The New Jersey Education Association. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, moving the region through air, land, rail, and sea. And by PSC, where your story is our business.